Yeah, what's up, base boxing basement at Triple B? Yeah, up all night. 5:45 a.m. UK time, watching and recording for the fans. Yeah, man, like and subscribe. Remember that. So Teofimo Lopez vs Jamaine Ortiz, man, for the world championship. And I'm kicking in bed with a CBD drink and a dairy milk bar. We'll get to the result. And what I think about it. But at the start, let's just talk through the fight. So there was a mad entrance by Teofimo. He was bragging on it before. It was like a circus type scenario. I really liked it. There was clowns, men on stilts, guys juggling, a sword swallower. Sorry. Cool entrance. Yeah, he looked good. Coming in with his top hat, his red suit. He looked confident, Teo, very confident. And before the fight, smiling, talking, wearing his top hat and gown, And I'm like, yeah, let's see if he can bring it on. Funny enough, just as an aside, for those who are red-pilled and understand about numbers, they pointed out that the ref was refereeing his 33rd title fight. I wonder why they had to mention that. Yeah, even on the graphic. Anyway, so the fight starts. Ortiz shows his good footwork, nice southpaw style. Lopez taking the center of the ring. Ortiz is taking the perimeter. Nice footwork. Not that many punches landed, but I had the first round to Ortiz. Looking slick. Round two again. Ortiz carries on where he left off, and despite the biased commentary, and I was watching the US version, another Ortiz round. Yeah. And it goes on, round three again, a typical biased commentary. Lopez will land one punch, ooh! I think it's, who was doing the commentary? Was it Timothy Bradley? I think. Ooh, when he lands one shot, right? And not commenting on the 5 shots. But Ortiz landed. Yeah, Ortiz starts to take the center ring at times as well, but he's boxing well. Yeah, landed a couple of nice uppercuts and combo. Lopez is missing a lot and getting frustrated, even though it's early. Another round for Ortiz for me. 3-0 up, despite the bum commentary, the bum bias commentary. You know who they want to win. You know who Vegas wants to make you feel. Round 4, yeah. Ortiz carries on, unloads. Lopez lands one good punch. Ooh, Bradley. I think it's Bradley. I'm sorry if I've got it wrong. If it is, he's got one serious Maltese ahead, and he's a complete bum commentator. And yeah, that's right. The so-called commentary team: Joe Tessitore, Mark Kriegel. I wonder what his early life says. And Timothy Bradley. Tim is ooh. He chooses his favorite. He goes ooh when they land one punch, man. What an idiot, right? Very, very biased commentary. It struck me. I don't know what the Sky one was like, but I see one of the guys coming on my Twitter saying the Sky's biased too, which doesn't surprise me. So I had it 4-0 for Ortiz. Yeah. And I put in my notes, let's hope the judges are honest. Yeah. I think I was hoping for a little too much there, blood. Yeah. And I was thinking round 5, will Ortiz slow like he did a bit against Loma? His jab and movement is sweet, but he's moving a lot. Lopez very frustrated. I had it another Ortiz round. Now he might not, and there might not be clear rounds. Neither were landing a lot of punches, right? Neither were landing that many punches. But Lopez, was missing spectacularly, frustrated. Yeah. And Jamaine would just land a few more punches. I mean, Ortiz's hit rate was like 15% or something at this stage, 16%. You don't win a round by landing one punch and hearing Timothy Bradley go, ooh, And the other guy's landing 5 punches and Timothy Bradley has an ooh, they still landed. You get me? Yeah, but like I said, I write down, you have to account for the bench judges, ... Round 6, Lopez continues to miss. He just can't seem to cut off the ring against the southpaw. Jamaine is looking like the champ. He's looking like the favorite to me. And if you had the commentary, right, down, if you didn't listen to the commentary, you think Lopez was the underdog, the bum. Beautiful boxing. As Joby Clayton used to say Gay J, or the Gay J was not boxing beautifully. You remember that when Usyk, Gay J won it. Oh, beautiful boxing. Oh, Gage, beautiful, but he was missing and falling over his feet. I had it 6-0. 6-0. Now, by the way, you have to bet, the way the boxing is scored, you have to score round by round, right? And I had him winning all the 6 rounds. Now, obviously, that makes it sound like he's, like a walkover. But the rounds were still close-ish, right? So, I mean, it's not like Lopez has been completely outclassed, but he was losing the rounds. And round 7, Teo's crying, engage me, putting out his hands at the end of the round, getting all upset at the end of round 6. And there's a headbutt. It's accidental. It happens a lot when a southpaw and an orthodox pro are together. And it's ruled accidental. So that means if it goes to the cards, at this stage, if it gets stopped on the card, it goes to the cards. And that's I wrote, T has been taken to school, man. And that bum Bradley. I said this weird thing. He goes, he goes, Ortiz is winning the boxing match, but he's not winning the fight. The crowd don't like it. Well, the crowd want action. It doesn't mean that Ortiz. What do you mean he's winning the boxing match but not winning the fight? That doesn't even make sense. You Malteser-headed bum. Yeah. However, I did think the 7th was a Lopez round, so 6-1. Round 8. I still say Lopez gets schooled, And I wrote in my notes if Jamaine Ortiz was called Jamaine Gayweather or Floyd Gayweather, the commentary would be screaming, would be creaming themselves about what a great boxer he is. Another round, and at the end, the Lopez's connection rate is only 16%. I mean, that's terrible, man. And the commentary had it 77 at this stage, 75 after round 8. At the end of round 8, for Ortiz, so they had him edging it. I had it. What I guess it would be 79, 73 or something. I had Lopez only winning 1 round. Yeah. And in the commentary, Bradley or Tessitore, I think it was Bradley, was saying, and Lopez wasn't landing no shots. Oh, he should get the round just for coming forward. Because even though he's not landing, you just still win the round. What are you talking about? What kind of nonsense is that? You don't win by walking forward. You win by landing punches. And that's all she wrote. Right? Lopez slip over, which is quite funny. I like Lopez, you get me. I do like him, but this is, I got no special love for Jamaine, but he's winning this, man. Yeah, I had that an even round. The 9th round even, so we have 7-1-1 to Ortiz, according to the Triple B scorecards. Round 10. Funnily enough, the commentary misread. The Malteser-headed Tim Bradley misread the punch stats, yeah? He got it the wrong around and attributed. Yeah, I think it was something. It was low. It was like, what's his face? Lopez landed 17% of his punches and Ortiz landed 20%, but he got it the wrong way around, idiot. I mean, this guy probably doesn't, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed on the right side in the morning, Tim Bradley. And when he does, he probably goes, ooh, bum. Round 10, I probably, it was a close round. I wrote, probably even, but, the corrupt judge is going to give it to Lopez, so I'm going to give it to Lopez, just to count, and maybe he edged it. So 7-2-1, Lopez can't cut off the rim. Round 11, the cut on Ortiz's head has been well contained. Neither fight were accurate in the fight, right? But Lopez missing more clearly. And I thought, punch stats, right? Are not exactly, carved in concrete, carved in marble, I should say. It's just a guy with buttons pressing it, and he can miss things. And I don't know what the punch stats have said. I will check them out. But from what they were saying in commentary, they actually thought Lopez landed more punches. I just cannot see that. I just cannot see that, man. Cannot see that. And the commentary was making every excuse for Lopez. He's the house fighter, man. And Bradley came out with some great quotes. Hashtag extreme sarcasm. Yeah, he goes, hey, just because Lopez doesn't speak like that. Whatever. Just because Lopez frustrated doesn't mean he's losing the fight. No, he's losing the fight because he's not landing any punches. The other boy's landing more. So round 11 I thought could go either way. I give it even rounds. Yeah, I don't like giving even rounds, but there wasn't a lot landed in this fight, really, and especially not in that round. Round 12, Ortiz landed the best shot of the round. Ooh! Lopez couldn't land. It was very close that round. Again, it could have been even, but I'll edge it to Ortiz. So the check will beat scorecard at the end. Yeah, and as I said, I like Teo, but as I said in my preview, I've always found him to be overrated. He had one good performance in his career, really, and the Josh Taylor fight, whilst a good win, people go, "Oh, he's back to his best." It was an amazing win. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that amazing a win. Taylor actually was in it, the fight for the first half, and Taylor's like, a good fighter, but I don't know. For me, he's not elite level, which is, you might say, disrespectful. When I'm talking about elite, I'm talking about like pound for pound, like top 10. But yeah. I mean, so Lopez has always been to me a bit overrated. I had 8 rounds to Ortiz, 2 to Lopez, and 2 drawn. I'm trying to work that out. What would that? So that's what. I'm gonna work that out. Sorry, I'm gonna be a bit retarded here. So that would be 118 to Ortiz. Is what 112 to. I'm tired, man. 6 a.m. man, and I've been sleeping. But yeah, so it'll be 118 to Ortiz, right? And what's his face? 110. Well, yeah, 118, 112 to Ortiz, according to the Triple B. And that might seem a bit wide, but I'm scoring round by round. I mean, if you were to score the whole fight, I would say, Ortiz won by 20%. But this is not how you score a boxing fight, you feel me? Yeah, the commentary had it a draw. Some bum called Mark Kriegel, I'd like to see his early life, had it a draw. And then we had the result, right? And then read now. 117 to 111, I think. That can only be an Ortiz scorecard. That can only be an Ortiz scorecard, right? Because it's so long. And there's no way that Lopez would have won that. Or so I thought. And then 115, 113, I thought, okay, well, that's fine. They got a closer fight. I've got no problem with that. I actually thought it was wider than that. But that's an Ortiz win. And they go, and still, and I'm like, what? Blood clot. And still, I wasn't even that surprised. I just smiled wryly. I smiled wryly and thought, oh, blood clot. Ortiz ain't no name. Yeah, right? Lopez is the name. He's the promoter's fighter. He's a network's fighter. But still, man. Yeah. Steve Weisfeld scored 117, 111. Yeah, I looked at his picture online. He's another one. There is no need to check Steve Weisfeld's early life section. If you just look at his boat race. Yeah. That's a disgraceful card. He should be sanctioned for that. And afterwards, the crowd are booing, man. Even the crowd were not that impressed because they wanted action. There wasn't that much. But they knew who won that fight, right? Lopez is quite funny in interviews. Yeah. You can boo, but yo, you can suck a dick. No homo. I quite like suck a dick. No homo. And he said, yeah, Ortiz didn't want to fight. He's not coming to fight. This is the man's game. This is the fighting game. Yeah. But, if that was the case, then Mayweather would lose would have lost a lot of his fights. He never comes to fight, yeah? And I ain't backing Mayweather because he's a bell end. But, boxing is boxing. It's very simple. It's not who's come forward. It's not who's landed one punch and you go, ooh. It's who's landed more punches and certainly the more effective ones. Obviously a big shot should score better than 3 jabs. Big overhand right that staggers someone is much more impressive than 3 jabs. But, it's quite clear to me that Ortiz won. If it scored 115 or 113 to Ortiz, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to hate on that card because there were close rounds. But, come on. 115, 113 to Lopez and 117 to 111 by Steve the Small Hat Weisfeld. Come on, man. Yeah. And Lopez said that Jesus is blessed, is the blessed one, is real. Sorry, blessed be the name of the Lord. And his father's in the background. He's one of them fathers like Danny Garcia father, always wants to stick his face. Devin Haney father. getting off and reflected glory of their son. Yeah, but he's got some croaky voice, man, that father, man. Like he smokes 100 a day. Or speaks with one of those, those machines when you smoke too much, they remove like part of your Adam's apple or something, your throat, and you have to have one of those machines that you stick in, you stick in the side of your neck. That's what it's like. But and then he starts going off on some complete non sequitur, Lopez. But even one race, the human race, like Rosa Parks said. I mean, come on, blood. Not only is that utterly retarded. Yeah, we are the same. Yeah. I'm sure the Japanese with the average IQ of 106 is completely comparable, to someone from the Congo or an Aussie, Aboriginal with with an IQ of 60. Yeah, they're completely the same people. I mean, come on, blood. I'm not going to get into that. It's a boxing channel, but come on, blood clot. They're trying to pretend everyone's the same, and that's an NWO thing. They want to push that because under God, we're all different people. We have different languages. We live and should marry amongst our people. We become one under God at the end. But the NWA wants one people, one religion, one currency. Okay? So that's why they push that, right? And then he starts waffling about pyramids. He starts talking about pyramids about fool Lopez. It doesn't make me laugh, man. And then he starts saying he doesn't believe in religion. It's everyone. It's just one God. And I'm like, well, hang on, mate. You just thanked Jesus Christ and spoke as a Christian. And now he's obviously remembered. Yeah. I've got to spit my Illuminati NWO lyrics, man. Very disappointing. Now, in my preview, I said Lopez points. So I got that right, by 1.73. I'm not going to brag on that because I think it should have been Ortiz points. Funnily enough, I did a Richard Dwyer. This is Dwyer. Just think of this as an opinion from a complete stranger online. Gamblers Anonymous, a free site. I'm talking about the Richard Dwyer fans. But yeah, I hedged at the last minute because I managed to get 7.0, like 6-1 on what's his face, Ortiz, and I was like, that's too long, man. I know he's going to give Lopez a tricky night. I'd already put Lopez on points in accumulators. But I thought that's worth a tenner. So I put a tenner on Ortiz. And I never hedge. I think that's for cowards and it's silly. It just reduces your profit. It's so silly. You have to have conviction in your beliefs. You feel me? And I have conviction. So, but at the last minute, I was like, I thought that's too good. That's too good, and I actually regretted putting Lopez points in the ACCA. I'm like, nah, man, that's too odds. I know it's kind of supporting Ortiz. Like, if it come through, I'd have won like 60 quid or whatever, or 50 or whatnot. But I guess my ACCAs are still alive. But big up to the funds. I'll try and do a live. I guess maybe in the evening Friday. I want to do a live Sunday morning for but in the morning for the Aussie fans because I got a lot of Australian fans, and usually do 8 p.m. but it's like 5 a.m. in Australia, which isn't fair. Which means either I'm catching the Aussies been partying all night and still up, or the ones are getting up for work. You feel me? So I'm doing a special Aussie. Yeah, I'm gonna pump out a lot of lives. I'm going to do one probably tomorrow, maybe even Saturday, although there are lots of fights, and Sunday as well. Anyway, peace in the minis, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, donate, and share. We out.